Welcome everybody to the second day of Pinnacle 2021 and the first day of Ultimate Singles. We are getting into some of Canada's best Smash Brothers Ultimate action, starting with Wave A of pools. How are you doing today, Gamble?
Dude, I'm doing great. Honestly, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready. I've been sitting in this chair for the last 30 minutes while I'm watching them put everything together. I've seen the camera angles we've got. I've seen some of the players that we're going to get to go to today. Pools are running smoothly. Everything's been good.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
excited.
Everything's about as good as it could be. The production, the vibes, the players, everyone's just glad to be back, if I'm being honest, man. It's almost surreal being here at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been able to have anything, but we're going to jump right into it. We're not even going to get to talk to you about some of the other fun stuff. We got Lemmon, we got KL.
Interesting. Lemmon, one of BC's best players. For those of you who are unfamiliar a little bit with the Canadian scene, Lemmon, probably top 3 in BC at the moment, safe to say?
Absolutely.
Is going to be taking on KL in pools, and the Joker, kind of what we expect to see at this point.
Yeah, there's no question where Lemmon's going to go with the character. It's always going to be to the Joker, or on the character select screen, it's always going to be the Joker, and it's paying off quite nicely so far. 65% already racked up on KL, and it's still climbing.
Yeah, this matchup in particular can be such a challenge just because of how slow Ike is. You know, just aerial on the ground, all of his moves. Nothing comes out quick enough to really contest Joker's speed on the ground or to contest his projectile game. So this is an uphill battle from the character select screen, and I think we're seeing that right here.
If they do want to be, oh boy, okay, that was a bold choice, and it's going to work out there a little bit. At least they're not punished for it. But the one thing KO can do is, mix up their double jump timing, mix up their fastball timing, and start getting with these nairs. But Lemmon, I mean, we saw it right there, barely outspacing that nair, and it's just allowing him to run away with this game early on.
Yeah, Lemmon has been showing us right here that he's very content to just whiff punish with AHA. Which is about as safe as it gets, and is a free 10% every time KL wants to nair in front of Lemmon. So KL either needs to up the aggression and drift forward a little bit more, making sure that these nairs hit shield.
Oh my goodness.
And not jumping out of disadvantage into Arsene Bear. Lemmon had that scouted out seemingly years ago.
No way, he's going to finish off in one Arsene.
Yeah,
he's finished them off in one Arsene. I was going to bring up, it took KL to 160% to die. And it was like, okay, well, that's his way back into this. It's going to be long matches. You got long stocks. You've got room to breathe on these Ike stocks. And then he dies like sub 70
Yeah,
twice.
Unfortunately, KL fell into the trap that is almost classic for a lot of Ike mains at this point. When Ike mains, in general, get shot off stage, at that kind of high 45-degree angle.
Yep.
A lot of them, and I mean like the vast majority, will double jump to start charging side B, right? Because once you start having enough side B charge to get back to the stage, you start having mix-ups onto platforms, you have mix-ups on the stage, you have mix-ups going to the ledge. That being said, if someone knows you're going to do that, you get caught out in the boonies with no jump.
Yeah,
right.
And you're speaking from experience too. You've got a pretty good Ike main in your region.
Oh yeah, we do.
A little tight about that one, aren't you?
So yeah, that's what ended up happening there. Is the first stock that double jump got caught with the Arsene Bear. That'll kill at 50. And we saw it happen again on the second stock. KL needs to be really cognizant of that particular read because he got decent value out of the first stock. 160 is honestly where you want to be as far as losing stocks, and so as long as he doesn't get owned for jumping in disadvantage like that again, hopefully he can keep those stocks up. And right now, a quick 50% actually puts him on top.
He's got a huge lead right now. Just been able to really lock Lemmon out. These big.
There's no way he hits that.
Really? That can't be allowed to happen. That is absolutely illegal right there.
There's only so many players I know who can get owned like that and then just 0 to death the top player that just took them to school.
Yeah.
And so KL has to be feeling good about that first stock. If he can keep this consistent,
hold on,
this might go to a game 3 and Lemmon again. Caught being a little bit aggressive on the jump. Is this tournament nerves?
I don't know. It's a little weird. We've gone to FD. KL's really spacing their aerials nicely, controlling the zone, slowly pressured Lemmon into the corner consistently and constantly. And they've got themselves a full stock lead, and they're kind of getting badgered now, but it's not too bad.
Oh, that should do the trick, yeah. Unless no.
No. We don't miss that twice.
All right, and after swiftly losing that first stock, Lemmon able to kind of just out neutral his way back into this game, and those early jumps are still coming out. You can tell Lemmon's cognizant of it. And Kale's getting nervous. He has a jump still, so he should be able to get back, and he can spike this. Ooh. Unfortunately, doesn't go for it, but Lemmon will be stuck at the ledge.
This is good for Kale. This is exactly how they need to work Lemmon down. It's how they were able to get that first stock so cleanly. Just by running him into the corner and making sure he couldn't get out. But
it's all about confidence too, right? Like,
I see it.
You have to be willing to commit to these kind of big plays, like that up smash that we saw in the first stock, to give yourself the buffer room that you need, especially against a character like Joker. Because if you're playing a slow, kind of controlled neutral as Ike against Joker, like,
that's valuable.
Your character's just not as good at it, right?
Exactly.
And there's no jump again. Yeah. He should be dead.
Easy double back there. And it's still, you're saying it right.
It's these jumps, jumping. Man. It's these jumps at a disadvantage, and they've just kind of been the bane of his existence. And it is, to his credit, very hard to change a habit like that mid-set. And realize, I am getting owned for these jumps. But you see here, he's going right to the ledge, so he's at least a little bit cognizant of it, but it might be too little too late, as Lemmon has more than picked up on what's going on and is now just willing to play the slow game with Ahawk.
Lap to percent, I mean, it's such a ride ahead if Kale wants to be able to bring it back, and he's going to at least fight through one more Arsene, bare minimum, before he's able to close this game out. And it's, oh boy, I was going to say, he's not even going to get the chance.
Yeah, luckily falling out of the falling up air there, gonna have a second lease on life. But yeah, Lemmon's so close to an Arsene on this stock too. Could be a minimum of 2 more if Kale wants to win this, but he has to get back to stage first at all. Okay.
We'll slip in there.
The rope-a-dope on him a little bit. 60%. We've seen crazier things happen, but this is a tough spot to be in. Now Kale out of a jump that didn't hit. Oh my gosh.
There's a chance here for Kale. Lemmon doesn't need much.
All right, this
he
should be
have
it.
Him, yeah. Goodbye. Cross stage on the F smash. 170 before they hit. You're not living. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, Kale getting a little antsy with that F smash or with that up B, trying to make something happen. And to be fair, when you're at that much of a deficit, you do need to just make something happen. So
you got to take a risk.
I respect the play. Great composure from both Kale and Lemmon. Losing that game 1 pretty tough, being able to come out with a 0 to death, and then Lemmon being able to claw it back, realizing, I got this. We got this fundamental play. We're good to go.
And that was a horrible first stock that Lemmon had to deal with. Kale was on him the entire way, really worked him, and the air dodge read was, that's the icing, really. But
yeah. All right,
it just
guys,
didn't continue.
Something huge. We were talking about the production value at Pinnacle. We were talking about how nice everything is, and there's a couple things you might have noticed out at the players we're using out there. HyperX has been supplying us with some of the best gear in the business. If you want to improve your gaming setup, HyperX is the way to go. You can see the Quadcast S mic out on the stage for the players to use, as well as the Alpha S headset.
Crystal clear sound
quality. If you guys have been on stage, you know how nice that is. So HyperX, we're playing with the best.
Hey, why'd you do anything else?
Of course, and if you want to pick up a pair for yourself, head to ca.hyperx.com today, and they will hook you up.
They will.
Absolutely.
And hey, we're playing with the best with the HyperX headset and mic. Why not play like the best with Metafy coaches? 120 different games. I'm sure you play one if you're watching this stream right now. And hey, we've even got one of the coaches out here. You're watching Smash? Why not ask Riddles to be your coach? Hop on Metafy, pick them up, and getting started is super easy. You find your game, let's say Smash, you pick a coach, let's say Riddles again, keep it easy, and you book their next availability. And Friends of Pinnacle, that means you guys get 15% off all lessons with code TGS15. That is, again, TGS15.
Absolutely, man. And Metafy it's honestly a really convenient and really nice kind of platform that has been growing kind of insanely rapidly. And I think it just goes to prove the quality and the desire for this kind of platform.
People want to get good.
They do, and there's no better way to do it. And a lot of the time, top players seem kind of unreachable. And so creating a bridge to you know, the top player you want to play with, or someone who you think plays like you,
Right.
you know, perhaps plays the same character as you, the same game as you, or a different one, and you need some advice elsewhere. Bedify is definitely the way to go at this point.
Oh, I don't think there is another practice platform.
No.
Like, there just isn't. This is what you got, and it's damn good.
Absolutely.
We got more damn good though on the screen right now. Another BC boy coming through, Captain L.
Yeah, the Hitbox shirt.
Yeah, gotta rep it. Gotta rep the sponsor. He's got a nice Hitbox Smash controller in front of him, sitting on his lap right there, and beside him, I'm not sure of his name, but I think it's Brian.
Man,
thank you.
Nice.
I'll
Nice.
I'll take the suppressed laugh. That's good enough for me.
All right, man. When is this block over?
Jesus, man.
This is brutal. All right. Captain L versus ItsBryan. Sheik versus Marth. Captain L. Again, another Canadian staple. You may know him for the Pikachu, but if you've been keeping up, lately, Pikachu, old news. Sheik, the new wave.
Absolutely, and it's been a really good look for him the entire time. It was a little rough early on, had the movement down, was still trying to, you know, figure out neutral a little bit and find their way through, but you can see it right there, 76%, with hardly having any chance for Brian to do anything.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Captain L as far as figuring this character out was she kind of played at a bit of a faster pace than Pikachu did.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that took a little while to catch up onto, and he wasn't getting as much per kind of neutral win as he should have been getting, which meant that, you know, Sheik had to do a lot of work to get stuff done. But ever since he started kind of figuring it out, the Sheik has looked cleaner and cleaner, and you'll see his movement is very crisp across the board.
Absolutely. Just the way that they bounce needles, spacing with down tilt, like the crouch movement is so nice to see. Great raw bears all the time. It's simple execution stuff done to perfection, and that's what you're always looking for.
That being said, he's getting to that percent where it gets a little bit awkward to kill, and as I say that, the needles in the outside to Sheik, classic at this point. Captain L making it happen. I was about to say, once you get to these kind of higher percents where it gets a little bit tricky to kill, that's where a character like Marth can even the game up right now.
Yeah.
You know, one straight tipper, a forward tilt, back air, F air, up tilt, a lot of things will kill via a tipper at this percent. So Captain L needs to be careful of something like that, and ItsBryan not far behind on this first game.
No, only 23% the wrong way for them, and it's going to build up a little bit right here, right now, but I mean, that's a nice way to be able to come into that second stock, but it's been all Captain L since he's hit that second stock.
Yeah, now Captain L having this second stock going.
He's got the double!
Oh, and then run into the jab. Captain L in this man's head right now, the drop off back air. A perfect stock since losing the first one.
Oh boy, and it, I was going to say, shows no signs of slowing, but hold on, Brian's got a chance.
Oh no, and Brian, after what was an excellent first two stocks, unfortunately gets overwhelmed by the Sheik in disadvantage.
And it's a weird way to die too. He had all the control right there, he just overstepped.
Yeah, so Marth and Lucina's recovery can be a little bit weird, where momentum feels like it matters a lot for their up B.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
if you up B without using a jump first, you actually get like a very significant amount less raise than if you had jump first. And it seems like ItsBryan was kind of a victim of that.
Inertia's a property of matter, man, and that stock, it mattered.
That being said, you know, Brian had a great first stock, and so I think this is far from the realm of undoable, especially with no jump right there. Captain L, Sheik gets gimped, and we're seeing the BC top players dropping their first stocks game 2 almost immediately.
That's a bit of a weird one, but I mean, those have been two really good starters here. Brian coming out hot, they might have a shot here against Captain L.
Absolutely, and now this is where playing Sheik can get kind of scary, because now Captain L has to play pretty much a perfect game to get back into this, especially against a character like Marth, who if he hits a forward smash by the ledge tipper at this percent, Sheik will die.
Oh, good grab, looking for the back air now.
No jump, and the bouncing fish.
So active.
ItsBryan in the player cam, obviously not expecting that to be active still, and Captain L, much like Lemmon the game before, is now very much in the lead. ItsBryan, no answer to this pressure.
Oh, big down air,
Oh,
but that's not the tipper.
Yeah, that tipper, that was dead.
Yeah, I can't imagine it any other way.
All right, nice down air. ItsBryan has no jump. This should be it. Captain L doesn't realize he doesn't have a jump, though.
He's smoking.
Oh, no, in the forward tilt. Captain L has to be biting himself on that one. Should have had a free drop-down back air for the kill, but Bryan able to reversal the situation and take the stock.
This is big for Bryan. They've got a chance right now. It's not a massive one. They're still already sitting at 91%, but that is a huge call-out and disadvantage.
Yeah, and Bryan is doing a great job stuffing Captain L's approaches right now. If he had gone for a forward smash right there, it could have been it. These tippers are relentless. Bryan seemingly cannot miss them.
Unbelievable spacing on their end. Something that was, just, oh boy. Nice move, nice move.
That will do the trick. And now this is very winnable for Captain L. An extremely clutch Nair back air coming in. Able to secure that stock before things got too unruly in the...
That's gutsy.
Yeah, that's scary. If Bryan holds that a little longer, things get a little tricky. All right, and Bryan definitely swinging right now. Will be out of the string there, but Captain L, a spot dodge will get him in the advantage, but unable to put anything together.
It's these tight little moments in the middle. Way. That's really gonna do it.
Gosh, that kills Bryan. I've never seen someone hit so many tippers.
No! I was going to say it earlier.
Unironically super impressed right now.
Yeah. Like a problem that everyone had quoted for Marth early on in the game was it moves too fast. There's no way to space around tippers. Just play Lucina. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
And they're right. And so that's why this is weird.
So
yeah, that's why this is weird.
This is really stellar stuff from ItsBryan.
Yeah, the movement options in Ultimate do not allow you to space like really short distances, and that's why Marth has a lot of trouble landing tippers in this game. But somehow Bryan, against Sheik, who is one of the shiftiest characters in the game, was able to land an overwhelmingly amount of tippers that game.
And a very slender hurtbox too. It's a lot of these boost pivot F tilts. Like it's
like,
the one you really shouldn't hit.
This is crazy. Captain L perhaps a little bit shook. This is his first time, as it is for everyone, back at a major LAN tournament since everything came back. The biggest one Canada has had so far by a large margin, and so perhaps some tournament nerves there, but able to slow down the pace a little bit. Might be able to make something happen because of that.
Something I would look towards is if Captain L is going for an F tilt extension when we're low on the stage. Bryan's been doing uppy a lot. Maybe you just let him pop that and whiff punish after that.
Yeah, it's part of realizing when your combo's true and when it's a string. Oh, that's going to be it.
Should be. You have to go up. Oh, you don't have to go up there.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go up.
We're good.
No. Able to get the 2-frame with that bomb, able to take out ItsBryan, and Captain L, now having secured himself the lead, he's probably feeling a little bit better about this. He's able to slow down the game to his own pace and make sure that he gets these combos going. Now the biggest thing is getting to Bryan and getting him to roughly 80-90% before losing this stock. That's where you want to be comfort-wise for sure.
Well, he might be able to go a little bit further. Well, that's going on here. Already at 60. Captain L, he's doing a really good job of playing counterpunch here. Just trying to react to whatever option they think Bryan's going to put out, and they've called it out quite nicely so far.
Oh, scary position off stage, but Captain L wisely staying just outside of Bryan's reach, but the back air will not quite do it across the stage and actually misses, but Captain L drops too low. 78%, close enough to 80. Captain L has a bit of a buffer to work with here, and that's always nice when you're Sheik, but we've seen Bryan able to turn these things around seemingly almost instantly.
Yeah, when you're hitting tippers with this character, you pop. Oh, but hey, when you're hitting bouncing fish like that,
and that one was not true. So Captain L able to catch Bryan sleeping a little bit at the wheel there. Perhaps thought he could get a Pharaoh or something before the bouncing fish hit, and losing his stock fairly early for that. That's not how you want to lose. That's not how you want to lose Game 3. And now Captain L trying to put his stamp on it with disadvantage state.
Looking good so far, but that down air out of disadvantage. Bryan, they've got a chance, but the F tilt up close on shield. That's costly.
Yeah, absolutely. As good as that move is, it is absolutely not safe. No tipper on that F smash. Unfortunately, that's where Lucina would have come in very handy. That forward smash would have been very close to killing.
This dash attack just pulls him in. They're not going to be able to get him into that up air. Things will fade off for the moment.
Off stage now, uses the air dodge, and that is going to be it. The Gimp coming out from Captain L, and despite what was almost very close, Captain L is able to seal that 2-1, just looking a little bit more experienced by the end.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a really good edge guard at the end. Babysits him the whole way, tracks all of his options, great use of the Deku Seed. It was all done very well. I expect Bryan, though, to go pretty far. That was...
It was impressive.
That was impressive. That was a good look.
Bryan has chops that we did not know.
No, I don't know Bryan.
That's one of the great things about tournaments like this is even in pools you see people come out and start to make waves like that.
You were chomping at the bit for an upset earlier.
Yeah, I was.
That was almost it. That was going to be the upset of the tournament too.
Like, yeah, that would have been a big one for sure.
I don't know what you'd say about that one, but it wouldn't be a lot of good things for Captain L. I'd tell you that much.
And speaking of good things, this year Pinnacle is supported by Quest to Conquer Cancer as our charity of choice. We're raising money for the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation, which is one of the top 5 cancer research centers in the world, and their work has helped to revolutionize the fight against cancer.
Yep.
None of this is possible without the donations made by people every single year. And donations go directly to over 1,300 world-class researchers, scientists, and doctors. We're collecting donations this weekend at TGS at tgs.gg/quest2conquer. That's quest, 2 as in the number, and conquer. And we're aiming to raise, I believe we are looking for $10,000 this weekend.
For the weekend.
And I absolutely believe we can do that. And so, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the games, if you're enjoying just the environment here,
don't sub, don't drop a dono.
Yeah.
Drop a dono for Quest to Conquer.
Yeah, consider donating to Quest to Conquer because absolutely that is a
we all know
cause.
Someone who's been affected.
Yeah, like absolutely.
It is the worst thing that we've dealt with as the human race.
Yeah.
Like for disease, at least I'm gonna taper that before someone bites me on Reddit.
Yeah, man.
But no, we've all had someone who's become sick with cancer, and we are lucky if you still have them. So give more people that opportunity. Yeah,
the fight is definitely ongoing, and so the more we can do our little part to make that happen is the better. Oh, this will be a fun match.
This is gonna be a bloodbath.
I know both these people.
I know of both these people.
All right, so Capsize is the Greninja out of Washington / BC. They
a lot of BC games for them.
Yeah, they kind of coexist between those two regions. Certainly ranked within those two regions.
Yeah, they live right on the border, so they can come out to anything and everything.
Yeah, they've definitely been going hard, and they've been making the Greninja look absolutely devastating.
Not something that a lot of people have been able to put together this game. Or any of the games, really. 4 didn't have
very many Greninjas either, no. And then Canakrn on the other side from Edmonton, Alberta.
Yep, that's you.
Yeah, the God King Canakrn. I actually didn't know he was going to this event until yesterday when I saw him.
You're like,
I was like, yo, how's it going?
Get home? What happened here?
But this will be very exciting. Canakrn's one of those players where he's not ranked, but he's kind of like on the cusp, right? Like he can beat PR level players, just not consistently enough. And so depending on what kind of day he's having right now, he's been grinding hard. And so this could be huge. He plays Chrom.
Ooh.
Which is another interesting pick. You don't. He's got the Alberta tag.
Nice.
You don't see a lot of players opting to stick to Chrom instead of Roy.
Yeah, that has been a huge shift. There's still value in Chrom.
Yeah,
don't get us wrong.
It's not Roy.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's nowhere near on the level of the Mark Lucina that we were talking about. I'd argue, but
no, absolutely not. Like Chrom is still
weird,
an excellent character. It's just Roy does a lot of stuff more consistently or easier.
You want to seal a stock?
And actually has a recovery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's the toughest thing about Crom for sure, and that's pretty tough versus Greninja, because what Greninja can actually do is not only counter, he can actually water gun the up B.
Hydro Pump,
yeah,
true.
and it'll just it'll scorch you off stage.
It'll what you off stage? Hello? Yeah, no, it's going to be a rough time off stage for Canakrn. I mean, that's what you signed up for playing Crom, but you do have that sword, you have fast movement on the ground, very consistent hitboxes, so, you know, if you get a touch with Nair, with Fair, with back air, you know what's coming through.
Yeah, and you won't see getting Gimp tilt Canakrn, right? Like,
right.
I once asked him about why don't you play Roy, and he said, you know, I have a terrible recovery, but I have the best neutral in the game, so you know, he's like, you give, you take.
I'll rock it. That's fair. Well, let's see what the punish game, because that's going to be the big thing on Capsize's side, is, you know, each touch with Greninja. It's chic in a sense that you're going to try and extend it.
This is so bad. He caught the jump, but actually ends up missing the edge guard there in Canakrn, which should have been guaranteed death. Definitely getting a second lease on life there. Capsize dropping that a little bit, but still very much in the driver's seat. What can be hard about this matchup for Greninja is his lack of out-of-shield options. Crom is definitely able to kind of mash on Greninja's shield without much contention. That being said, what's hard on the other side is Greninja's ability to just put and keep Crom in disadvantage. He's so fast. You know, he's so slippery. Once he gets going, if you lose your jump, you should just be dead.
Frog is absolutely slimy. And right now, it's got a good lead for itself. Up a stock. Pretty close on percent. This is looking rough for Canakrn early on.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And honestly, this is not the stage I would have gone to either.
They neutral to this too. This is somehow where the bans went.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that this is where it goes. You don't want to let Greninja go to FD, but it's
pretty close.
A close second to let him go to town. And so I'm wondering what Canakrn actually banned to be forced to live with this. The down smash coming through, this will probably do the trick. Yeah. And that's the Hydro Pump I was talking about there.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately now, Capsize with a hefty lead on Canakrn, and it's only going to get worse as he lands that dash attack. That being said, the F-tilt comes out. We've seen crazy things from Crom, but Canakrn really needs to step it up if he wants to make this happen.
Halcyon back off stage. Opportunity to just get like a tilt here to kill, but my goodness, Capsize has been so strong, but finally dies. Finally gives Canakrn a little bit of mental relief. Like, okay, I can do this. I can get things done, but we're pretty deep into the game already.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in if you're Canakrn. Just because, you know, one dash attack and the wrong read could spell death for you, so you have to be so careful in neutral, so consistent, but honestly, something I would love to see from Canakrn is more consistent up Bs out of shield. You know, if Greninja dash attacks your shield or, you know, does a nair improperly, you can definitely get that Crom up B out of shield for a solid 20-some%.
And those 20s add up quick, like, and you start forcing Capsize to make different choices in pressure.
Oh
and wow,
my gosh, that was nice. And off stage, just air dodges through the back air, but this is a tough spot to be in, man.
Yeah, 157%. You're not living too much longer. One good touch clears you out, and
and doesn't,
I like it.
Doesn't commit to his own read, unfortunately. Canakrn had the neutral get up there and is gonna get caught with the side B. Forgot about that bad boy.
The shadow sneak comes through. Hey, priority moves, man. They come at you fast.
Honestly, that move, if you know it's coming, is deceptively easy to interrupt. But one of the biggest things with that is Capsize actually did not use the Shadow Sneak that whole game until that very last stock. He kept it in the back pocket until he was, you know, pretty sure Canakrn had forgotten about it. Maybe didn't know that it was coming, and used it to just clean up the stock when he had Canakrn at about 170. So that's one of the great things that you can do with Greninja is kind of keep that hidden and let it rip when you really need a stock.
And who runs the Shadow Sneak on the Greninja these days? Like, come on. It's not a physical attacker. Get over it. No, but hey, that's a huge win from... No, we've got the score backwards. It's a win from Capsize, folks. We've really got this backwards.
All good. We know who's who on the stream, and Capsize off to another unbelievable start. A quick 63%. Kind of what you come to expect from Greninja, but if you let it get past this too much without answering, that's when things start getting dicey, because you start getting into down tilt confirmed percents.
Absolutely. And those are not hard to hit for Capsize. He's been all over Canakrn in this set, and it really just has been a case of Canakrn not being able to just keep Greninja away.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh!
Okay. Delays the up B a little bit so he doesn't get hit with the Hydro Pump, and now has Capsize off stage, unable to 2-frame with the neutral B, but still will get an edge trap attempt at the very least. Too far away to hit that back air. Capsize lucky.
Things are okay for Capsize still. They're getting roughed up a lot more, but that's the easy one.
Canicurn, again, getting a little bit antsy with that up B, has to realize that, man, you have to wait till he uses his up B first.
Yeah. You need to be reactive. It's such a tough position. He's, oh my goodness, just getting rolled right now. Trying to hit the
he could have forward smashed him! Unfortunately, Canakrn not confident in his own punish and gonna unfortunately pay for it dearly.
Yeah.
And these jab confirms have not been as optimal as they could be either. He could have had a jab back air earlier and could have tried to go for a back air there, but fortunately able to take that stock at about 160. He needs to start taking stocks earlier.
Also needs to just defend himself a little better. There's a lot of just Capsize swinging in nicely and getting the hit every single time. I'm not seeing like retreating fairs. I know that's not normally the way Chrom plays, but it might need to be the way Chrom plays right now.
Oh, and the get up attack very clutch, but equally clutch from Capsize on the way back.
This is brutal for Canakrn. There's an opportunity. Oh. Get it moving.
And Canakrn is trying his best to be careful, but Capsize is playing just outside of Chrom's range and using that dash attack to whiff punish. Canakrn has not been able to get any sort of significant punish going. It's kind of just been here and there, but the back air on the tech in place, and Canakrn actually pulls himself into the lead.
It's the first time that we've seen Canakrn get the right read and actually pull the trigger. That's what we need to have.
This is big.
Get it moving.
44%, and now Capsize in a tricky spot. If he gets a jab at the ledge, forward smash will kill.
Brutal position here for Capsize, but they'll even up the stocks. We're still going, still in this, and Canakrn is in a deadly position. Even at 0%, the moment you end up off stage, that could spell doom.
Yeah, I mean, great composure from Capsize there to stay composed. No, he had to full hop after that down tilt to get the forward air, gets the kill confirm, and puts himself back in the game. Against Chrom, it's always winnable, but Capsize not exactly at a healthy percent right now.
One good touch, there it is. No, gonna go for the up air.
Yeah, back air wouldn't have killed right there, so perhaps trying not to stale it.
Control.
All right, 45% onto Canakrn, and trying desperately to stay away from the ledge. Forward tilt might do it by the ledge at this point. Goes for a crazy mix-up, but Capsize able to retake center stage. No, unfortunately misses the back air, which would have been the game. Canakrn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good jump.
Thankfully,
huge jump.
Does not get his jump caught out there. And Capsize holding shield. One of the weaknesses of Greninja is that out of shield game, which makes Chrom even scary at the ledge, but the up smash misses.
Didn't dash forward far enough, Capsize.
Oh, and the get up attack. Capsize so bold, and Canakrn knew that he had to tech on the platform, but wasn't fast enough. Will the forward tilt kill it well?
It's enough.
Canakrn. Unbelievable the amount of almost we saw that game.
Oh man, both of them kicking themselves. Canakrn, yeah, sure, he pulls away with the win, but it's so scrambly.
It's not as clean. It's not as clean as you wanted it to be. And if you're Capsize, you know
you knew you had a chance.
There's a way I had that.
That dash or that missed up smash.
Yeah,
big. I might have sealed. Would have cut close.
It would have cut close, and
85 before the hit.
Even if he wasn't confident, he could have done down tilt back air, down tilt fair.
Sure.
Both of which would have put Canakrn off stage at high percent. So you kind of kick yourself for that choice as well.
This has been Canakrn kind of coming alive though in that last game. We'll see if it had anything to do with the maybe the platform layout was kind of benefiting him.
Well, the biggest thing about that last game was Canakrn was able to secure a stock at about 95% with a tech read in place.
Right.
Which actually just gave him the lead and allowed him to play a little bit more at his pace, kind of mash on Greninja's shield a little bit more, and try and get that going.
Okay, good there.
But right now, we are dead even.
Keeping it close for right now. PS2, we didn't start with it, but we'll end with it. This is a best of 3, folks. It stops right here.
All right, this is a bad spot to be if you're Canakrn, but the early Hydro Pump will not take him out, but dude, 115% is not where you want to be against Greninja. a down tilt will kill here. And doesn't commit to a fair. Actually, air dodges in to try and stay safe. Regains center stage and doesn't give Capsize the jump after that.
Oh, man.
But falling back air forward smash, that is a decent mix-up, and Capsize able to secure the stock right there. And Canakrn uncharacteristically missing a lot of jab back airs right now.
Yeah, it has not looked good for them. It's like they're not actually even expecting to hit it, and they've already uncommitted from the second part of the move. Like,
yeah, and I think part of it is he's nervous. He's usually quite good at that.
Right.
That being said, Capsize now trying to run away with this lead. Does not want a repeat of the last game. Wants to secure this.
Big parry. Oh, there was still more hits. The jab doesn't cut through in time. Canakrn doing everything right, except for the timing. Up on shield that won't
and
quite
it doesn't
steal.
kill, and that's why not being Roy is hard.
Ooh,
that being said, goes for the much more difficult option and nails it.
He's been trying for that neutral B this entire time, but I mean, hey, let's go to the classic spike. No need to think too hard. He's below you, swing down.
A quick 26%. Canakrn almost going to be in down tilt up %. Probably is at this point, so has to be very cognizant of when that down tilt comes out. Luckily for him, down tilt is about, I believe, -17 on shield, so he is able to up B it if he gets it, but Capsize a little too tricky with it.
Yeah.
And is able to secure that stock. Unfortunate for Canakrn, now having a huge mountain to climb back into this, and Capsize looking to put a statement on the board right now.
Whoa!
There
it is.
Unbelievable. Capsize recognizing that he took Canakrn's jump with that back air and lets the Shadow Sneak rip to secure the stock. Absolutely wanted no more of that game.
Made a statement with that last move, and the statement was GG's, shake my hand.
Yeah, statement was let's move on. Let's pretend you didn't take that game.
No, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. That's how that shakes down. But hey, big stuff there for Capsize. He's able to pull through.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a dominant showing in that that third game. Canakrn, we'll see more of them. Absolutely a stellar player, but just not up for it this game.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
things fell apart. Yeah, looked a little nervous. Stuff like jab backer was just not coming through as consistently as it needed to, and the advantage state just didn't happen to be enough. That being said, we have been seeing almost upsets almost all day.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, we have not had a...
We've not had a wash yet.
Yeah.
And it is still like the first 2 rounds of pools.
That's true. Yeah, we had one quarterfinal with Lemmon, so I guess that's round 3. But I mean, it's like it's round 3. Like that's still so early. It's a deep talent pool today. It's nice to have.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that. But I really want to know who we're gonna have up next.
Yeah, man. And while we're getting people back onto the stage, we have to talk about all of the out-of-region people that were able to come today. We saw Capsize. We saw Canakrn.
Yep.
They have to be staying somewhere. Where are they staying?
Well,
what happened? How'd they get here?
It's a great question, but no matter where they're staying, you can make sure it gets done properly and efficiently by Andromeda. They're a hotels and accommodation group that were the ones that actually put everything together here today for Pinnacle. If you need their help booking accommodations for out-of-town guests, check them out at AndromedaConsultants.com and see how they can give you peace of mind. They have just the top of the line everything for making sure that you get exactly what your guests need.
Absolutely, man. Pinnacle had some great deals as far as hotels, as far as travel and all of that stuff. In terms of making sure that everyone here, got here safely, got here close to the venue, and got here, with good affordability. And so that's not possible without Andromeda.
Not at all. Big to have them with us here.
All right, Spamcop on the screen versus Benjy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Which part of the pool is this? Because
the watery part.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, Canakrn beat Orange.
Oh.
That's why we just saw that. So that's a huge upset.
Oh.
Orange is a ranked Ontario player.
Yeah, they were Grand Finals of Dubs?
Yeah, Grand of Dubs. And so Canakrn actually took a set over Orange to play Capsize and almost took out Capsize. Canakrn, great tournament for him.
You were asking earlier what kind of day are they having?
Yeah, that's not a bad day apparently, yeah. So that's how Capsize got out. Riddles got out on the other side, defeating Nervy.
Okay.
Gotta keep up to date on these upsets, man.
Yeah, it's not easy. Spamcop against Benjy, though. We're not starting on PS2. We're keeping it up with Smashville. And this is, oh, I thought that was going to be an early start for him. Caught him at the back air, but didn't do anything with it.
This matchup can be tricky, and when I say it can be tricky, I mean for both characters.
I absolutely agree.
Because, you know, both Pikachu and Mario, they like to fight close up. They like that close-up game. They like following their projectiles in.
Yep.
And kind of confirming it off of that. And both of them are just incredibly explosive.
Yeah. This is huge, though. Gets that dash attack, going to be able to push him away. One more dash attack. Not willing to commit to it.
Yeah, the key here for Spamcop is going to be that ledge pressure. Because Pikachu kind of gets back to the ledge for free, it's going to be a matter of how you keep him there as opposed to what you do while he's off.
Absolutely. Oh, boy.
And Benjy right now, a decent lead on the board, but these matchups, especially between Pikachu and Mario, matter a lot as far as who gets the first kill. Because both of these characters are so momentum-based, so combo-heavy, so everything, that the person who gets the first kill often gets another 60% at least on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, Pika gets to slow the game down and search for their opening, and Mario can be a little bit more reckless.
Yeah, and Spamcop right now looking for that up smash, trying to make something happen, but this is where Pikachu starts to get scary. Once you get to that 140-plus range, everything starts killing. F-tilt, forward air, up air, dash attack, up throw. Pikachu,
something's getting it done.
Well, yeah, once you hit 135, Pikachu just turns into a machine, but not to be outdone. Spamcop finds that up smash and ensures that he doesn't take another 60% unanswered on that stock.
And we don't see that runaway that we were expecting. Just keeps it even. Zeros for everyone, and it's going to stay close.
Yeah, that's absolutely what you need to do, and this could be bad.
Ooh,
great DI out from Benjy. Knowing that if he had DI'd in there, up air, forward smash, would have absolutely done the trick.
Wait, he's got him!
Unbelievable, and we talked about not even trying to gimp Pikachu, but I guess Spamcop has an inkling of when Benji's going to let it rip, and unfortunately for Benjy, either didn't consider it or didn't see it coming, but is going to
go down for it.
Yeah, go on a big deficit here for that.
Spamcop had an inkling, and water is more than enough to get rid of one of those. Ooh.
And again, Benjy waiting it out this time.
No way!
Oh my god, you're kidding.
I don't want to be that guy right out the gate.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think we're seeing an upset on this one.
Oh my gosh. Benjy was like, I've got the counterplay. We side B, right?
Yeah.
We side B. That's the counterplay. I figured it out.
I get back to stage for this one, and I still have up B available.
Oh my gosh. Spamcop said, no, I've seen that one before, brother. Let's try that again.
Captain L didn't always used to be Captain L Sheikah.
Yeah.
There was a different character before.
Unbelievable. Great awareness from Spamcop to realize what he could do there to deal with that. Super impressed. And two insanely early stocks allow Spamcop to take that handily. And honestly, the most dominant set we've seen so far.
Yeah. I mean, that is a just devastating game for Benjy to have to deal with. Got to bounce back. Sometimes you get rolled, but oh boy!
Oh my gosh, we both, bated breath for a second there. Spamcop let that forward air rip. Luckily for Benjy, he's able to get himself back onto the stage, but...
Don't side B. No, don't do it, kid! Not like this! I just told you!
Oh my gosh, Benjy absolutely playing with fire, but Spamcop seems to just be in total control right now. The dash attack is so consistently catching that 2-frame.
Go for the platform. Up B to the platform.
This has to be frustrating for Benjy.
Wow, good space.
And the forward up smash. Spamcop actually had the read, but lets it rip just a couple of frames too early, but Benjy still with no real answer to what's going on.
He is on stage now. This is, oh boy, time to T-Jolt camp, but that back air is just going to get brutalized.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if you don't commit to all of the hits of back air hitting or going for the landing hitbox or something like that, people can find little holes to up smash through, and I think that's more a spacing thing than anything, and really good on Spamcop for knowing that.
Gotta know where to look sometimes. It's not always, my opponent has taken a giant swing. Oh, come on now.
Okay.
Well,
speaking of not true combos, Spamcop, that's one of those things, and that's kind of what's so scary about Mario too, right? Where you want to mash, right? You want to use your quick moves to get out of the combos, or you want to air dodge, but he can call you out on air dodge or mash. And right there, Spamcop said, you're going to hit a button here. You're going to press something, I don't care what it is, but it's not going to interrupt my fair. And absolutely just ruin Benjy's stock for pressing anything right there. The forward air should do it. That move deceptively strong.
Yeah, and it's also so active. Like, you're going to kill someone off the side with that move.
Yeah, definitely like a very good move. And the F smash almost coming out. The up.
Wow. Oh, I thought he had him.
Yeah, I thought that killed as well. The weird blast zones on Town and City, though, potentially saving Benjy, but there's only so much you can do. He needs a gimp, and he needs it now.
Yeah, this needs to be a down air somewhere along the line here. Good chase with the up air, but it's not going to be enough of the
All right.
Big drag.
Okay, I thought potentially, the drag down fair would leave into a grab reset on the platform, and then we could see an up air bridge off the side. Pikachu definitely has some shenanigans like that, but Benjy unfortunately unable to convert it off the platform right there when he needed it most, and is now in a very difficult spot against Spamcop.
Okay, they're still hanging in there though. They're playing fairly safe with their aerials. They're T-jolting a little more. It's okay. It's not good. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, this is one of those times where I think you need to go for the all or nothing. Unfortunately, that's just the position you're in.
That was almost nothing.
And, oh, nice. And playing a neutral like this, it's good when the game is even, but going tit for tat with Spamcop while he's 2 stocks up and you're at 180 or 130 or whatever it was, it's just not going to work.
You're taking too much time, and I'm just gonna repeating what you said, but with like you need to bugger off to the other side of the stage and throw T-jolts.
Yeah.
Like you need to no longer exist in anywhere near the same airspace as this Mario. You're not allowed to be near him.
Yeah, it's that or something big. Okay.
You're playing in the street every time you come into his grubby little Chris Pratt mitts.
More potential upsets here. Len actually takes it 2-1 over Captain L.
Len takes it 2. Really?
Yeah, so Len is going to be in winner's side, top 32 there.
Wow, good for him.
Smear took it 2-0 over Morris. That was projected the other way. But Ouch ended up taking it 2-0 over Smear, and I don't think too much of a surprise there. So Ouch is out on winner's side as well.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, that kid's crazy. Lemmon took it over KL, and then Lemmon took it over Cursed. So Lemmon has also made it out in winners, and Pack Street took it 2-0 over Marf. So Pack Street is out in winners as well.
Pack Street's been doing a lot to improve. I've definitely seen Marf's growth in the online side of things. Just a very strong Zelda all around. They are.
Yeah, Pack Street was a tough draw for Marf.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know.
Min arguably Zelda's worst matchup.
You got Min, you've got the Pac-Man always.
Yeah.
But that's not a fun look that Marf had to take there.
Yeah, not too many updates on this Pool 4 here.
Well, maybe we're going to get some Pool 4 matches.
Unless they just so Benjy and Spamcop just played, so
I'll give it the refresh.
It's looking like Benjy potentially
Kukabara.
Benjy potentially upset Alphakins.
Oh.
And it's just not updated on my phone. But that looks to be the only way that they could have played.
Yeah, unless they're showing a deep losers match, but that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. So somebody got upset for that to happen. We just don't know who.
Right.
It's potential that Alphakins got upset by Benjy.
Yep.
There's also potential that Spamcop got upset by AMAC.
And then they ended up in losers.
Yeah.
That's a long path.
So I will update once I know what exactly happened there, but that last matchup was the product of some sort of upset.
Absolutely. Whew. Oh, pardon me.
Interesting stuff. And so there hasn't been too much as far as upsets. Everything's going fairly according to plan.
Yeah.
Spamcop's out in winners. I don't think that was unless that was a losers match. So we actually have no idea. But Len got out in winners over Captain L. I know that probably wasn't projected.
Yep.
So good stuff to Len, the pit, man. He's just been doing it forever.
He's not left his character.
And then on the other side, Canakrn beating Orange to play against Capsize. Another upset that happened there. And probably the biggest one we've seen so far this weekend.
It's it's definitely the most separation.
All right, Kukabara versus
Kukabara.
Kukabara, my bad.
Kukabara
Versus G. Are you familiar with these guys?
So G is like the 6th letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 7th letter of the alphabet.
Yeah.
And Kukabara is like a bird.
Yeah.
So yeah, fairly familiar.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So on the screen we have Joker and Yoshi going at it. I think, honestly, I think this can be a little bit tricky for Joker. As far as contesting Yoshi's kind of hurt boxes in advantage state, Yoshi is able to mash a little bit out of disadvantage against Joker, unless Joker has Arsene, in which case, absolutely do not press a button.
Yeah, start just drifting properly.
And that's why. That is absolutely why. Kukabara saying quickly. Oh, you thought you could jump past ledge?
Yeah.
No, every Yoshi does that. I've seen that one before. Let me teach you real quick why you don't do that.
Been here, done that.
Yeah, and now a quick 42% already back onto Yoshi. Kukabara just putting on a clinic right now with that Arsene and showing why this is the part of the matchup that he most certainly dominates.
Absolutely running away with it early. This needs to be a stop, but that Nair is just not going to do anything for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, G committing a little bit too early with that Nair, but the up smash on the whiff grab will do the trick. So G, 70%, not exactly where you want to be, but if he's able to get some solid damage on here and live this next Arsene, it's not a terrible spot.
No, you're looking okay right now. You can try and slow the game down for just a little bit, but it's still a long road ahead. But that back air could have been massive. That was the way back in. Just doesn't become anything though.
Yeah, unfortunately, just the 2 hits of back air don't really confirm into anything until later percents.
Yeah.
And so G just having to back off a little bit. Arsene now is looming in the background. The numbers dialed. Joker's just got a press call. There he is. The bad man returns, and this is where we saw Kukabara absolutely just put his stamp on this match and get the lead going that we saw right now. G, though, has been carefully clawing their way back in while Arsene has been absent. And so if he's able to live right here, this is very doable. But as I say it, fair one down smash is able to confirm this stock.
Arsene is gone now, though. If they can win this one, win this stock cleanly, it's not too big a deal. Tries to babysit him, not going to work.
I actually like that. That covered a lot of options.
It really did.
Even though it didn't work, it shows that G is definitely adapting and trying to cover that space.
And that's all you need. You need to improve. You don't need to necessarily win this game. There's 2 other ones you can win.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why it's not a best of 1. You know what I mean?
That'd be terrifying.
Because,
imagine.
Yeah, dude, Japan did that for a little while.
Really?
Yeah, they're just animals.
Jeez. Hey, that's how you get good, I guess.
Yeah, hey man,
if
you're consistent enough to make it out of best of 1 pools, you're
something else.
A stronger man than I. That being said, G has done an amazing job crawling their way back into this, losing their stock incredibly early on stock 1 to a double Arsene back air, able to, kind of tit for tat their way back in. The advantage states haven't been too huge, but they've just been more significant for G.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might just be a case of Kukabara looking a little bit soft when they're without Arsene. They're just not knowing what to do every single moment. It's not like what we saw with Lemmon, where it was like, okay, conversions, we're going combo time.
Oh my gosh, the back airs!
Though, great spacing.
G, definitely.
Jeez.
We just saw 6 back airs, and unfortunately,
won't.
G actually living the F tilt, but getting a little hasty on the recovery back, and Kukabara able to capitalize on it. Those Arsenes were the difference maker just across the board.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, each time that Arsene came out, a stock dropped. That was it. Like, Kukabara is working really nicely with that little power bonus. It's up to G now to either mitigate it through avoiding it, or making sure that he's put in disadvantage almost immediately the moment it comes up.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done. Absolutely. You can say, and the Terry switch. I find that really interesting because I feel like had he not lost that first stock of Yoshi so early, that game would have been even closer than it was. And so kind of giving away your adaptation to switch to a new character, and especially one like Terry, who certainly does not beat Joker.
Whoa, whoa.
DK, who certainly does not beat Joker.
No, you can end that at certainly does not beat. That was more than enough sentence. He just does not beat.
Oh my goodness. G.
Seth Rogen Joker too, or Seth Rogen DK.
Yeah. G deciding to go the way of cheese, and you know sometimes if you don't think you got it, normally you got to try getting a little funky with it.
Yeah.
You got to try making something happen. And
oh,
fair enough. DK is a character that should someone not know how to play against them or not be playing clean enough that day, DK can make things happen.
And this is interesting. We saw like a little bit of an aggressive air dodge back to stage there from G. They're already giving a lot of respect to Kukabara to edge guard them when they're not really going for that very often.
Oh my gosh, and this has just been the DK Classes where Kukabara has had G at the ledge for the last 40 seconds. That being said, it might not matter if G is able to make something big happen here, and this is the DK factor we were talking about. You don't need to be winning all the time, you just need to win when it counts, but Arsene is so good at making sure that you don't.
Yeah, the noggin is coming knocking, but it's not working out quite yet. Just hasn't got the hit. Oh, say goodnight.
Oh, and fails the tech check, Kukabara.
Okay.
Get yourself back in the lab. We need to practice something.
Ooh.
And geez, I guess it's paying off. Like we said, when people aren't playing their best or are giving you openings, DK can make things happen. And we're seeing right now, Kukabara is giving a few of those openings.
This is okay for G, but he's coming on a little bit too heavy with that ASK. Just.
Oh, I like the beer reverse there. Puts himself back off stage. He's still on the ledge, but honestly, it hasn't even mattered because Kukabara has just been he's losing every third exchange, and because it's DK, it's making it, you know, the damage is there. Nice spot dodge, gets DK off stage. Doesn't go for the counter, actually. Opts to just let him back at the back air.
Are you jumping?
Yeah, we'll do the trick. I mean, it's so hard, right? Because you don't jump, you get shield poked on the way down.
Sure.
Going for the ding-dong off the Smashville platform won't quite get it. Now at 102%. Not too much left on this stock, but Kukabara and Joker are definitely able to put a lot on DK with just one hit.
Yeah. It's just the big body of DK. It's such a nice hard box to combo.
The quick 50 coming through, and now G mashing out a disadvantage, trying to get some sort of reversal going, and here it is!
No tech check.
But the mash from Kukabara not very good, puts him deep off stage, but G not willing to commit to a back air, and so Kukabara gets back.
Gotta do something right now. Like, you can still come back when you have a double jump and aerial spinning Kong. It's not that bad of a move. You could have gone deep for that. You could have done something.
And now in a terrible spot off stage, gets back on, but lets the up B rip and will pay dearly for it. G knew that he had to make something happen. Something had to go his way, and unfortunately, the up B does not go his way.
And that was losers round 5. I believe that was to make it out of, almost make it out of pools. Loser's side?
Let's see.
Would have been near that. I want to go back to what you were saying earlier. It's a little disheartening to see him switch off the Yoshi. The character wasn't the problem. It was actually just fine.
Yeah, his Yoshi
slip-up.
was doing quite well.
It was that early slip-up.
And yeah, like we were saying, that early stock in a game like Smash Brothers, an early stock like that can make all the difference in the whole game.
Yeah, you get to change how you're playing. You change how your opponent's playing. Because a lot of people will panic and they'll be like, okay, I need to get it back.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. This is treat it like Tekken. You're not going to get a round back immediately. You got to work down the life bar.
Yeah, and all right, and with that, we are taking a quick break. Do not go anywhere because we have much more Smash action on the way, and it's been about as good as it gets so far.
Trap thing. The clipboard? No, it has. It's been phenomenal. I mean, hey, we've seen a lot of great matches. We're going to see a lot more. Stick around. We'll be right back.
See you guys.
Cancer's closer to home than we think. With over 200 types of cancers treated, and many world-leading discoveries, the Princess Margaret Cancer Center as one of the top 5 cancer research centers in the world. That's why we strive to pioneer and innovate the ways in which we can help those who help us the most. With years of exemplary leadership, Princess Margaret is embarking on a new, global initiative in a market that pushes the boundaries of what's possible. Introducing Quest to Conquer Cancer, benefiting the Princess Margaret. An always-on peer-to-peer platform that connects organizations and brands with a close-knit network of world-class partners. A global goal to conquer cancer in our lifetime and the pedigree to match it.
Probably wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for research and all the funds that they raised.
Wilfrid Laurier University Brantford campus is excited to collaborate with the Gaming Stadium for the National Collegiate Champions program. 2 games, 6 tournaments, $12,000 worth of individual scholarships, $10,000 worth of tech upgrades, courses on the business of esports, internships, and a national undergrad case competition. Check out their innovative programs: game design, digital media, user experience design, and business technology management. Wilfrid Laurier's Brantford campus invites you to explore and improve the world around us.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Reclaim desk space, reduce clutter, and have a dedicated spot for all of your equipment. Toss in some products that look great and that you'll love using, and you'll be amazed at how productive you can be. For more information about these products and the rest of our lineup, check out cantoliving.com. And also look at the other videos on our YouTube channel for more helpful tips.
Damn it!
Yes!
Welcome back, everybody, to Pinnacle 2021. In case you weren't with us just before that quick break, we are running through Smash Ultimate Singles pools right now.
That we are.
And, man, the games have honestly gone above and beyond my expectations pretty much this whole bracket.
It's looked good the whole way through. We've seen some top players cut it close against some potential new faces. And we've seen Spamcop do what he did to Benjy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Oh, we're going to see Spamcop or Benjy one more time.
Interestingly enough, Uber and Benjy now on the screen. We saw Benjy lose in winners to Spamcop, so that means Benjy likely upset Alphakins to get there.
That is a hell of a run that they've made so far. Uber also kind of impressive. This is a BC player that used to be, one of the old guard and had kind of walked away for a bit. Now he's out here with Plan. He's been making splashes here and there, causing some waves.
Yeah, Uber, definitely an interesting player where he's one of those guys where he doesn't always go in, but you know he's capable of it.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, maining a character like Plant can make that prospect a little bit harder, especially against Pikachu.
Not doing himself any favors on the CSS.
Yeah, but Uber as a player is definitely capable of doing it, so I'm interested to see what Benjy and Uber bring to the table here.
So far, Benjy looking really good here on Final Destination. Not sure how we banned to here, but I mean,
Pikachu loves this stage. There's no reason he wouldn't want to go here. And while Plant typically likes this stage, T-Joel just makes it a huge pain.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. Dash attack whiffed and F smash hit there for Benjy. Tough spot, but Uber, he's got something to work with.
Yeah, thankfully for Uber, Plant is deceptively heavy. Actually coming in at 110 or 111 units.
Somewhere in that.
Which is just below the super heavy range. So heavier than characters like Samus, Terry, Bowser Jr., that whole gang.
Oh, didn't go for grab off that dash attack. Anything. I think he could have up-tilted him and killed.
Yeah, it's scary right now for Uber because like we were saying in the last set we saw Benjy, and once Pikachu gets you to about 150, you know you kind of just die. You know, and it might be your fault, it might not be your fault, but once there's
big loops.
Once there's 4 or 5 really versatile attacks that you have to worry about, it's almost impossible to worry about all of them.
You can't.
I'm very impressed with Benjy right now. A Pikachu that I haven't actually heard of before, but honestly solid neutral and really, really solid at getting those lightning loops out.
Yeah, it's things like that that are going to allow you to really walk away with a match, but finally Uber scoops him up, tosses him up off the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
One of Plant's best characteristics is that up throw, able to take stocks. Like we said, we saw it 130 right there, which is really early, and that has to do with Pikachu's weight.
Yep, and just Plant kills up very nicely. That's all of their up moves.
Yeah,
are strong.
that's the gimmick, except for up air, which is terrible.
Yeah, that's where it all fell apart.
Sakurai, what happened to the theme?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so smart play from Benjy there. He was looking for an air dodge out of Uber, but thankfully for Uber, he did a directional air dodge. So using the directional air dodge there gets you out of that Thunder setup, but if you had neutral air dodge, that Thunder definitely hit.
Oh, yeah. Pretty close game after Benjy had taken an easy 70 off the lightning
Oh
loop.
my
Really?
gosh, Benjy is so lucky that back air didn't hit, because that would have absolutely obliterated this stock. 160 and up throw should kill Plant at this percent, but if I'm being honest, Benjy should be gimping Uber more.
Yeah, the fact that he's not stuffing them at all is ridiculous. But that dash attack seals it out. Good burst option, finds the stock. But it's still...
Oh, and here come the loops.
No.
Thankfully for Uber, not taking 60% off that down throw and instead settling for 17. You don't mind that any day of the week.
No, that's fine. I mean, shoot, we might need to get Benjy a lid. He's dropping, but that's going to be enough. That's exactly what we were talking about. You need those down airs. You need those quick kills.
When you're Pikachu and you have a spike down air and you're able to kiss the blast zone and come back, you need to be confident enough to go for stuff like that. It's part of what makes this character so good, and it's part of what makes it win matchups against characters like Piranha Plant.
Right, yeah, you just, like, Pika does not need a spiking down air, but they have it.
Yeah.
So just mess some kids up.
Yeah, you best be using it.
And it's so active, and even the sour spot of it is still a good hit.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah, Pikachu is.
Peachu's some
stuff. Let's
stuff.
say he's got some tools, and those tools are better than you think they would be.
The man has the entire shed.
All right. So Reach coming into this game, what does Uber need to do to make this a little bit closer?
Just find a way to get those finishing blows. It's not easy as Plant. But you need to get a grab and go for an up throw at 120. You need to find a back air at ledge maybe. Like Pikachu's not that heavy. If you can catch him with one of those, he'll pop. But so will you trying to recover.
Oh my gosh! And not knowing he has to tech that. That again a surprisingly strong stage spike, and that's just Pikachu matchup inexperience. When you haven't played it against Pikachu enough,
no way.
You don't really know. And now deep off stage, Uber has to come low. Benjy, thankfully, not committing to that down air there.
Yeah, that would have absolutely spelled disaster. It would have been 2 stocks right quick, and Uber will be walking off the stage shortly after.
One of the toughest things for Uber right now is he really wants to use Patui. We see him charging it up and either throwing it or charging it up as a fake, and Benjy just does not care, right? We've seen Benjy run up and grab it. We've seen Benjy wait and dash attack it. Uber needs to kind of slow the Patui roll a little bit because it's getting him grab. It's getting him dash attacked, and he's being put in terrible spots like this.
Ooh.
This should
Fortunate.
be it. Yeah.
He's going to come back. Nope.
That's hard tech. And again, we're seeing that matchup and experience kind of come through where Uber doesn't really know the tech timing on either up air or back air, because they are tricky techs if you don't play against Pikachu enough.
Right.
But it allows you to secure stocks on a heavy character like Plant ridiculously early.
Yeah. Hey, you had an easy recovery to hit there, Very active move in back air. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and this is it's an okay spot for Uber. Honestly, just giving up the ledge there, and that's tough. That's
Oh
tough.
my goodness, nice pickup.
When you're this far behind, you cannot afford to give Pikachu the ledge like that. As much as you're scared of the reversal, you need to play confidently and you need to go for these big hits. Unfortunately, Uber is not going to be able to find his way back into this game playing slow, and that's kind of a theme that we've seen throughout this pool.
There are times to slow it down, but this just isn't one of them. The moment you slow it down against Pikachu is where they just get given so much ground and they start working you down with all of their Jeez, patient tools.
Oh, okay, and an SD coming out from Benjy at 165. You don't mind SDing at 165 with Pikachu. You really don't.
It's like getting killed. You know, your opponent just didn't have to hit that real hit.
Oh, and Benjy! A little, kind of a little unconfident in his edge guards, not really being able to predict the angle that Uber is up being at. Typically, plant recovery, a really easy one to edge guard, but Uber doing a good job mixing it up. Hard reads the roll there, but only 7% for that.
Not too much of an issue, honestly, for Benjy. I mean, they're up a stock. They're up 100%.
Benjy can go for that read a couple more times.
Exactly. You've got ground to give. You've got rope to let out.
All right, the down throw, trying to chase, off stage. Uber coming back to ledge. Does he get the tech? No, but gets a better angle this time. Benjy goes for the down air, and Uber tries to answer back.
That's a good call.
Yeah, that's the kind of play that you absolutely need to go for, especially when you're at 160 against Pikachu, because dash attack and up throw are going to start killing, and it's just bad news.
Yeah.
Fair at the ledge will also kill, but Uber luckily falling out. Dude, he is living on an absolute prayer right now, going from ledge to ledge, but Benjy up throw should do the trick. Not quite!
One more chance.
But up air will do it. Did I mention Pikachu's up air also kills once you get enough percent?
Hey man, you catch anyone that high, Bayonetta's up air starts killing.
Yeah. Good stuff from Benjy. A great showing from him, especially after, kind of the upsetting loss we saw against Spamcop.
Kind of got rolled.
Yeah, it's nice to see that he was able to kind of clutch that up, keep the run going in pools, and get the win that he knew he could get.
And yeah, sure, Uber's playing plant, but that is an old guard player. That's someone who knows what they're doing, knows their way around a platform or two, and made it look easy.
Yeah,
made it look really, really convincing the whole way through. I'm interested to see where Benjy goes for the rest of top 32. Because I believe they've crossed that threshold now.
Yeah.
So hey, that's it for the match, and I think that's also it for us. Unfortunately, our block's done. Nurse has to go play pools.
I do.
I've got to go cry in a corner. That's how I spend my Saturdays. But you guys get to spend your Saturdays watching this stream.
Absolutely. Looks like the lights went out, but no setups went out, so we're clutch.
Just changing the lighting up a little bit. It's mood lighting.
Absolutely. And so, if you guys are ready for more awesome Smash action,
absolutely,
don't go anywhere. We're doing a quick caster switch, and then we've got more games for you. I have been Nurse.
I've been Gamble.
We'll see you guys on the other side.